My name is Vincent Agusta, and I'm from AboveSuspensions.com. And today I'm here with Solar Bears captain Ryan Cruthers. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, thanks.
That's great to hear, Ryan. Why did you decide to make Central Florida your new home, and what will you bring to the Solar Bears organization?
When we were looking at teams, July 1st I became a free agent. We were looking at places where we'd want to move as a family. Orlando was one of them. Drake had called and spoke with my agent, and after talking to him for about 10-15 minutes, I knew it was a place I wanted to play, and we were able to work out a contract, and I couldn't have been happier with the decision I made.
And Ryan, you have earned the respect from the coaching staff and management to be named captain of the team. How have you earned respect from fellow teammates?
I think it started early in training camp. Just the on-ice preparation, competing every day, working hard. Being vocal, talking with the guys, helping them out wherever I could, and I think that's kind of how you earn that respect of your teammates. And then with the coaching staff, just being a guy that they can count on to work hard every day and kind of lead by example. I think that's why they probably chose me.
And tell us about a little bit about the tension between the Solar Bears players and the Everblades players in the first couple of games this year.
I just think it was, a lot of guys are still proving themselves, so there's that compete level is pretty high. They were defending champions, and we were kind of the new kids on the block, so there was already some healthy competition there, and then the proximity of the teams I think is going to help as well. And, playing a team 4 times in a row, you start to get frustrated, so I think after that second or third game, we were pretty frustrated with them, and they were frustrated with us, so that kind of helped build some tension.
And how do you handle an opposing player who cheap shots a fellow teammate?
Well, we have some guys that take care of that kind of stuff. Josh Caron is our guy right now, but we have a lot of guys. We have a very close team, so everyone's willing to stand up for each other. But if things do get out of hand, I think usually JC will be our first guy to go in there.
And games can be treacherous. How do you maintain your focus during a challenging battle?
It's just you got to keep an even keel. Whether you're winning or you're losing or you're getting blown out or you're up by 10 goals, you got to keep that even keel at all times, and then just keep a good, strong mental focus and then go on throughout the game. And
why should opposing players fear you when the game is on the line?
A guy that scored some big goals in my career. Playoff time, I tend to have better numbers than I do during the regular season, so I don't feel any added pressure when the game's on the line or it's a close game. I kind of handle every game as if it's the same as the one before, so I just keep that even keel.
Yep. And what is the most agonizing thing to experience while playing in an opposing team stadium?
It depends on the fan base. Sometimes you're able to play better because their fans are so hard on you, but some places are loud. Some places they're tough buildings, whether they're smaller or the fans are on top of you or it's louder. That kind of tends to lean towards the way you play.
And what is the most intense situation you have been in during your career?
Probably would be Game 7, about 2 or 3 years back with the Reading Royals. We were up 3-0 to go to the Kelly Cup, and we blew a 3-game lead, and we were in Game 7 and we ended up losing. So that was probably the most intense game I've ever been a part of.
And what have you learned from that experience, losing that game?
I learned a lot. You got to put teams away when you can. We had chances early in that series to put them away, and they kept hanging on, and before you know it, our backs were against the wall, where theirs were for 3 games. So I learned a lot, and I learned you got to put teams away early.
And how do you go about proving doubters wrong?
You're always going to have doubters. You're always going to have people that don't either like you or the way you play or whatever, and you just got to take that stuff and use it as motivation. I've done that my whole career, that there's always going to be doubters, and if you could turn it into motivating and proving them wrong, I think it helps you with your mental game.
And how do you challenge yourself to get better and push yourself to the limits?
I like to lead by example, and I like to push myself, so I'll help my teammates push themselves. So I'm always trying to get better. I'm always trying to do things I hadn't done in the past. I set goals for myself early in the season, and I try to accomplish them.
Yeah. And when you're on the ice, what techniques do you use to give yourself an advantage over an opposing player?
I'm not a great skater, so I try and use my smarts a little bit. I don't have a great shot either. I work hard. I get in the right place at the right time, and that's kind of what my assets are.
And how do you encourage a teammate who might be going through a slump during the season?
You just got to let them know it's a long season. You got to tell them to relax and not put too much pressure on themselves. Let them know that let the game come to them. don't try and do too much, don't start pressing, and just take it one day at a time.
And what are some of your pregame rituals?
I have a lot. I eat the same meal before every game. I eat a chicken parm meal. I call my parents and my brother before every game, my wife and my son if we're on the road, and that's pretty much what I do.
And what is some advice you can offer players wanting to compete professionally?
You just got to work hard, and you got to compete every day. Every day is you're being graded. You know, like if you see here, we've gone through a lot of guys in a short period of time. So every day you have to prove yourself. You know, nobody's job is safe, and you just got to keep working hard. And
what are some of your proudest moments as a professional hockey player?
I think I won a championship in juniors and a state championship the year before that, and it was 2 years with back-to-back championships, and it was nice because the year before I had lost in the finals in juniors, came back the next year and we were able to win. In college I had some good personal accolades where I was nominated for the Hobie Baker Award. I won Player of the Year for my college division, so those are some of my proudest moments.
And what do you think about the coaching staff so far?
They've been great. You know, they're extremely hands-on, they're very personable, you can go talk to them at any time. They study the game, they're always breaking film down. I haven't seen two coaches put this much effort into an organization as these two have right from the start, and it's nice to see, and you can see what it's done to us on the ice. You know, we're a much better team week in and week out.
And who have been some of your biggest inspirations in your life today?
My parents, by far. You know, my mom and dad, they both worked so hard for me to get here. They sacrificed a lot. They worked a lot of jobs. They did a lot of things so that I could get to this point. So, you know, they're by far the biggest inspiration in my life.
And once again, my name is Vincent Agusta, and I'm from AboveSuspensions.com. One more question, Ryan. What would you like to say to everyone viewing this interview right now?
If you're down here and you live in the Florida or Orlando area, you know, come out and support us. I think we have a great product. I think we're going to be a great team. We're going to challenge for a Kelly Cup. Our goal is to win a championship right away. And without the fans, you know, we don't have much. We need that sixth man out there. We need our support. We want our building to be the loudest and the most packed. So come out and support us.
Thank you so much, Ryan.
No problem.